Good morning, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Yeah. Yeah, it's Chris for On Purpose, On Purpose. We're getting at it early today. The question I want to ask is, what are we paying attention to? What are we paying attention to? Because at the end of the day, whatever you pay into becomes bigger, becomes greater. You subconsciously want it to become more. You want it to become a storage of the things that you worked for. So what are you paying into? Now the question is, I'm gonna use a lyric from a Stickman from Dead Prez, keeping my precious attention away from nonsense. When you pay attention to things that will not help you further yourself or help you grow, it's nonsense. That's the whole reason. Break the word down, nonsense. And nonsense does not make sense. Let's look at it both ways. Nonsense won't make sense, and you're paying attention. You're paying into something that makes no sense. So doing the same things over and over again is insanity, and doing the same things over and over again and accepting a different outcome is insanity. So if you're paying attention to something that does not afford you the best future or will not give you a clear path, or if you're not clearing a path to the success that you want to have, then what are you paying into? It's nonsense. Not nonsense, but nonsense. Sense. You're paying. You know, we all have these two great beings inside of us that we can feed. What are you feeding? Pay attention to the things that are going to make you successful. You know, your life is a story, and you have to realize that one day someone is going to read that book and they're going to get inspired by that book. Which way do you want them to go? Do you want them to pay attention to everything that you should not have paid attention to? Or do you want them to pay attention to things that brought you success? See, we're all heroes. We got to stop waiting on somebody to show up to save us. You are the hero of your own story. And just like every hero goes through something bad, goes through their discovery moments, goes through their whole disposition about should I or should I not be, or should I or should I do this, should I not? Pay attention to what's inside. Because when you're paying attention to what's inside, you're paying you. And when you're paying you, you're paying into your future. Keep your attention away from nonsense. Try it just for 2 days, maybe one day. When someone comes to you with the BS or with the low vibe talk, stop it right there. Stop it right there. Or return bad for good. Or if they say something, okay, that's your opinion. Great, I appreciate it. Don't pay it any attention. Don't become emotionally involved, so emotionally involved with things that have no bearing on your future whatsoever. Hey, this is Chris for On Purpose, On Purpose. It's a beautiful day. Man, the sky looks so great outside. I think I might go get me a little bit of that action. Yeah, I love y'all. Tell yourself you love yourself. Take you a few deep breaths. Connect with that breath. Ground yourself. Grounding is very important. Ground yourself. And if you feel like you can't ground yourself, then look up some root chakra meditations. Start dealing with that that root chakra, that sacral chakra. Ground yourself. Find your base. Find your base, find your center. But again, pay attention to what you're paying attention to. Because believe me, if you're mindfully moving through the day, everything is a lesson. See, that's the thing. The universe is paying into you. The universe is always paying attention to you, always paying into you. How are we paying it forward? Again, so it's a lot of payments, ain't it? It's a lot of payments, yeah. Hey, and if you didn't get your stimulus yet, man, just realize you've been stimulated, okay? You've been stimulated before stimulus, Let's get out here, man. Let's show some people we love each other, man. Let's show some people that love is real. Let's show some people that we can be totally transparent and move through anything that has happened to us. Anything that has happened to you and you are still here, you're here so you can explain it to yourself, make sense of it, and explain it to someone else and help. And so you can say, hey, man, this is how I went through it. This is how I got through it. And if you can't make sense of it, then guess what? Give it to your higher power. Give it to your higher power. Accept, release, and let go. Acceptance and release does not mean I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. No, that doesn't mean I'm okay with it. I accept the fact that it went this way and it happened that way. I accept that fact that I could not change the past. I cannot change the way things went. But I could change the way I accept it and I move forward. I could change the way I touch other people's lives. I could change the way I feel about the way I am acting. my conduct. Pay attention. Pay attention. Hey, you. Pay attention. Pay attention. Yeah, pay attention. Probably my fault about the camera work. I'm going to do that. But, dang, we did it again, didn't it? Yeah. All right, pay attention. All right, love y'all. This is Chris for On Purpose, On Purpose.